Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars, and let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, starting on the 3-day time frame, and after that we're going to look at lower and lower time frames. Now, as always, nothing in this video is my personal opinion. I am only sharing the unbiased technical analysis and nothing more. So first of all, on this 3-day time frame, we still have this bullish divergence playing out, which is whenever you have a lower low in the Bitcoin price and a higher low in the RSI momentum indicator. Typically this plays out either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum, and therefore right now, so long as we're not getting any candle closes below 86k, the base case on this time frame is that we're either once again going to see some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum here. Now looking at the 1-day time frame, we broke through this area of resistance, flipping it into a level of support. This level of support is now roughly sitting from 96.2k all the way down to 94.5k, and notice how we have already ran into this area of resistance, which is sitting from 98k all the way up to 100,000 in the Bitcoin price. And before we really start talking about the market structure for Bitcoin, notice how we have actually formed this ascending trend now on the daily time frame. So if we're just looking at the last month or so, you can see that we are clearly forming higher lows and higher highs. Basically, this is what we call an uptrend, and therefore right now it makes sense to be bullish even in the relative short term, so long as we're trading above this ascending trend line, which currently has a level of support sitting at around 91k. Although I want to be very clear that this is not me flip-flopping on Bitcoin, being bullish one day, bearish the next based on whatever the color of the candle is. Nothing has actually changed in terms of the market structure for Bitcoin, because so long as we're not seeing any candle closes above 107.5k, then the bears are still in control of this market, even while we have a short-term bullish move, which of course we can take advantage of by actually trading the lower time frames. But what I'm saying is, while we haven't seen candle closes above this level, we need to be cautious about a possible rollover and look for potential warning signals like this level of support here, because technically the structure is still bearish over a longer amount of time. Now, yesterday we were looking at a potential bearish divergence to start showing up. Like I said in the video, this wasn't a call or a prediction, but I did want to revisit it, and in fact today it is relevant yet again. So we don't have a confirmed bearish divergence yet. However, as you can see, if I just draw a horizontal line, we don't have a higher high in the RSI momentum indicator yet on this 4-hour time frame. So let's say that we now actually get a top forming here at the bullish momentum to start slowing down. Well, in that case, you need to look if we have actually formed a new higher high in the RSI or not, because in the case that we actually have a lower high here in combination with the higher high in the Bitcoin price, that is what we call a bearish divergence, which typically points towards us getting a break from all of this bullish price action here, either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bearish momentum. Now, do keep in mind that of course we have extreme bullish momentum here on the lower time frames, so it is going to be more risky to try to short momentum like that unless you get clear confirmation that we are indeed getting a break of this insane bullish momentum here. For example, you can look towards this 1-hour time frame as well for a potential bearish divergence to start showing up here as well. And once it properly confirms, you could look for some kind of break of a trend line before you properly start shorting this. But understand that overall on the lower time frames, guys, the trend is still bullish. So while in the immediate short term we do have slightly overbought conditions, meaning that we need to be open to this bullish momentum maybe slowing down within the next 24 to 48 hours. Overall, the trend is actually bullish, but we do need to be warned for some potential signs of the momentum slowing down or a potential bearish divergence or other warning signals to start showing up. Now, moving on to the Bitcoin ETF flow tables. Yesterday, we actually saw a massive inflow into the Bitcoin ETFs, $750 million in a single day of inflows. So obviously, right now, this is having a massive upwards pressuring effect on the Bitcoin price. And moving on to the Bitcoin Bitcoin liquidity analysis, because if we look over the past 3 days with this Bitcoin liquidation heat map, you can see that there is still a little bit of liquidity left to the upside around this 98.5k level. And in the case you don't know, typically the Bitcoin price does get attracted to where there's the most liquidity on this chart. So there is still a little bit of liquidity to the upside left on this time frame, but there's also a bunch of downside liquidity, for example, at 96.5k, 95.9k, and there's also a bunch of liquidity around 93.4k. So once again, if you start to see some clear signs of weakening momentum on those lower time frames, these could be some potential areas for the Bitcoin price to get attracted to. Now for today, I also want to show you the 2-week time frame, because there's massive liquidity to the downside around 90k and even at around 93k as well. Now the reason I want to show you this 2-week time frame with the liquidity down here is because it may seem obvious, like, there's a bunch of liquidity here, so therefore we must be reaching this price sometime soon. And in fact, this is not how you use the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. It is simply an area that the price could get attracted to, but of course it needs to line up with other technical analysis factors. So for example, if you're seeing massive bullish momentum like this, don't just short it just because there's liquidity here, because then you're shorting against massive bullish momentum, and as always, it is risky to actually trade against the trend. So it makes more sense to actually look for a break of the trend in combination with some kind of other bearish warning signals actually showing up before you do anything crazy like trading against the trend. And similar even with these bearish divergences, guys, if you're going to be using something like this, make sure to understand the actual point of invalidation for this as well. So for example, if you do actually get a confirmed bearish divergence, but then the price actually trades back above the highest point here, well, at that point it already invalidates the bearish divergence that you have drawn here. Okay, so at that point it completely opens the door to more bullish price action for Bitcoin once again. So either way, in the short term, things are still looking bullish, although at the same time, keep a close eye on some potential warning signals that could start to confirm sometime relatively soon. Besides that, on the 3-day time frame, we still have that bullish divergence playing out. Base case here is either some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum, but it does not mean that we are fully out of the woods yet, because the bears are still in control of this market so long as we're not getting any candle closes above 107.5k. So practically what that means is that we need to keep an open mind about a possible rollover, but of course we do need to see clear bearish signs and warning signals showing up, like for example this level of support not holding if we ever reach it again. By the way, before I close off, if you like this video, I promise I will finish updating my browser before I start recording tomorrow's video. Okay, so either way, this has been today's market update. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.